We're the Mario Brothers, and plumbing's a game. We're not like the others who get all the fame. When your sink is in trouble, you could call us on the double. We're faster than the others, you'll be hooked on the brothers.
Thank you, Super Mario Bros. It seems like the only thing you haven't drained is my bank account. For super service, call or text Super Mario Bros. Plumbing today at 929-55-MARIO. Or reach us on the World Wide Web at smbplumbing.com.
Welcome back to the conversation that never ends. This is Timeless Talk, and this is season 3,
episode 14.
Yo, woo! Yeah, we're gonna have a good episode today. Yeah,
that's right.
Besides you being really tired, my boy, how you doing today?
As you can tell, your boy Luigi is back from rehab.
Yeah.
That's why I ain't got my wife beater on.
I see. I see it.
You know, my hat barely fit on my head. Tired from rehab, but back and I'm better than ever. Actually, hit that button for me. I need to step out of character real quick.
All right.
You know what I'm talking about.
You're right. I'm sorry about that. Let's do that. Let me introduce you right properly, too. To my right, as always, we have Slideshow. But he's also here in a different form, though.
That's right.
He also over here in the...
In my final form.
Yo. They love you, though, bro. People love you.
Yeah.
He's back, y'all. He's back in his final form. That's right. Yo. Man, you know what, bro? This is going to be a fun episode, man. So, y'all, we're going to talk. Obviously, if you notice the set you see around us, we're going to discuss a movie that's literally, as Slideshow put it, long time overdue.
There you
right?
go. That's right.
This official Timeless Talk review of Super Mario Brothers movie. Yo. Yeah. So this episode's going to actually be our official spoiler, might I add, spoiler review. Because, I mean, if you haven't seen it by now, what the fuck you been doing? This shit been out for a month and some change now, right?
As Duchess would say, waiting for Blu-ray and DVD.
At that point, yeah. You waiting for the Blu-ray DVD, but take this as your warning now. Right, Slide? This is going to be a spoiler review of the movie. We're going to go over details. We're going to go over what we liked about it, what we didn't like about it. We're going to discuss that. I don't know if you noticed some stuff on the set. I took some really, really good time into getting stuff that represented the movie. So I like how Slideshow pressed the airship over there. If y'all heard the button, if you pressed the button, I don't know if you guys heard the noise or not. But yeah, man, it's just the props are cool. These are all related to the movie. The only two things on here that really weren't in the movie, that were in the movie but in a different form, is the airship. The airship was actually in a different, it was there but in a different form. Had lava all around it, remember?
Yeah.
But that's the original. That's what the airship's supposed to look like from the games. But they put their little twist on
castle, man.
Which is badass. It's kind of, they just, they changed it a little bit. They made it better, honestly. And I don't know if you guys caught that Bowser fire breathing in the beginning. Was he working earlier?
He did.
He worked?
Yeah.
Look at that. It looks hard, right? If you look at the camera guy, you see Bowser over there breathing fire. That's a legit ass toy, right? The merch for this movie was lit, man. Like, we got Peach's Castle right here in the middle, top of the on-air sign. You got the Super Mario Brothers plumber van that they had in Brooklyn. We're about to talk about that, right? And then over there we got, actually, that's the Mario Kart cart that he ends up getting from the movie. This here is a popcorn bucket from Universal Studios. We got it at Super Nintendo World. So it's pretty dope, huh? The popcorn goes back here. Shit, popcorn goes right here. Not very much space for fucking popcorn, but
that's lit.
It's still lit though. This fucking popcorn bucket is badass.
How much did you pay for them?
Shit,
you paid 40?
Like, yeah, 45.
Yeah.
It's just expensive up, but it's clean though, right? Look at the detail on this bitch, bro. It's just pretty clean, right?
Yeah.
It's
and
dope.
then you could always take it back too, so.
That too. Anyway, guys, so getting into that, I took some time into all the props, and I wanted to make sure that we did it up right, you know what I'm saying, and get the set looking right for this review, because This movie's a big ass deal, man. This is something that should have been made years ago, right? You were talking about with me off the record. Like, this is something that we're surprised finally came to fruition nowadays, man. Did you ever see the?
If you think about it, when did Mario? When was his character developed?
I believe in the late 70s or early 80s.
Right, and they're just making a movie for him? Or is there one that's like...
There's one before this one, the live action. You ever watched that one? The really bad live action
I didn't
one?
even know that was
John
a thing.
Leguizamo? Bro, we need to watch
I didn't even know
that.
that was a thing.
We need to watch that one,
We
bro.
should have watched that one before doing the review.
We'll review that one later. We'll do another episode for that one.
Oh, okay.
It's that bad, bro.
I would say, yeah, but they took so long. But that one was live action. Oh, okay. It was... You liked it?
It was all we
horrible?
had. I didn't know any better. It's terrible, bro. It's so bad that it's good. It's one of those movies that you
It's
know
a
how
parody?
bad, bro.
It's a parody.
It should have been a parody, bro. Honestly, anybody that's a true Mario fan would agree with me. You watch the original Bob Hoskins, John Leguizamo, bro. John Leguizamo. Sorry, I'm probably butchering your last name. He's fucking Latino, bro. They had a Mexican play Luigi. Nothing against him, bro. He did a good job, but it's just funny to me, man.
Did he try the accent or what?
No.
Oh, he didn't?
He didn't try at all. That's the funny part. Neither one of them did. Bob Hoskins, who played Mario, rest in peace, he didn't have an accent either.
He just...
A chunky white dude that looked like he could play an Italian plumber.
Did he at least look like him or not?
A little bit.
I said they can't get somebody like me, tall and skinny, to play Mario. Mario, you need the belly and the shortness.
Google it real quick on your phone, Sideshow. You'll see what I'm talking about. You said they couldn't get what? Sorry?
They couldn't get somebody like me, like skinny and tall, to
That
do
you would
Mario.
think. Yeah, you would think it'd make, the thing was with Mario, no, they couldn't get someone like that for Mario. No. But for Luigi, man, I would have rather have had your version of Luigi than what the fuck we got that day for that episode, man.
What was the name of it?
Super Mario Brothers movie. Just looked at it. Look up Mario Brothers movie 90s, or look up 90s Mario Brothers movie. Because if you put Super Mario Bros. Movie now, this one's gonna come out because this is the actual good version that should have came out a long time ago. Yeah, man. I'll tell you what's the right one. Yep, that's it right there.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah, that's the one. I have it, bro. I have it on DVD. We're gonna watch that shit. Yes, I do.
Nice.
We're gonna watch it. All right. I have that shit. One of these Friday nights, bro. One of your Saturdays, you're gonna come over. We're gonna watch that shit.
Is it?
Yeah, that's it, bro. That's supposed to be Bowser. Bro, we're gonna put that up on the screen. That's Bowser for everybody to see. That shit is hilarious, bro. That's Bowser, and those are the Goombas behind him. You know the little brown guys?
Yeah.
That's supposed to be Goombas. The guys behind him with the small heads and the big bodies. What the fuck were they thinking, bro? They literally, that shit looks nothing like a Goomba. That's supposed to be a Goomba, bro.
Hey, if anything, this is what they supposed to look like. If this is the first one that came out.
It is. That's the first one that ever came out, bro.
Shoot.
So yeah, you didn't know that existed, huh? It's hilarious. And look at Mario's character and look at John Leguizamo's character. You see what they look like? Luigi and Mario. That's the Mario Bros. Bro, we're gonna post that one too. Yo, isn't that shit funny, dog? That's what we had as kids, my boy. I think we all would have killed it to have what we have now, right?
That's crazy.
Because my goodness, man, that shit was horrible, right?
That's crazy. I mean, they did the best for what they had at the time, though.
True, because as great as CGI is now, that didn't exist back then. You know what I'm saying?
Who's the villain in this
Koopa, Bowser.
So you said who's supposed to be Bowser?
The first picture, the
white
guy in the
dude?
front, the white dude holding the gun.
Oh, so they didn't try at all.
Yeah, no. His haircut. Not just that, bro. I don't want to spoil it for you. Let's just say that he takes a dragon form later.
Oh, okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
It happens later. So yeah, there's that. I think that considering that it was something that we needed back then, but we got it now, it still came out to be great. It was fantastic, So what did you think of this? Let's transition over to the beautiful year of 2023, April. We got the Super Mario Brothers movie. The real Super Mario Bros. Movie. Not this bullshit that we got in the 90s. Oh, man. Click that Bowser one time because it's time, bro. It's time.
Oh, it's time.
Yeah.
They rolling in.
Yep. Dang. So what do you think he's running out of? Oh, fuck, he's running out of fumes. It's all good. So, the movie started with them taking over the Penguin Kingdom, right? Remember that Bowser flew in, kind of like when the trailer, took over, got the Power Star, never used it, kind of hoarded it.
Uh-huh.
I guess his motive in the game, again, guys, this is the spoiler. Motive in the movie was to obviously take over all the kingdoms one by one, but also to court Princess Peach into marrying him.
I was
right?
gonna say I didn't really know what his motive was, bro. I think bro was hurt because he couldn't get the girl he wanted. That's what it really seemed like to me.
Like he's just, what would you call him, light skin?
Yeah, he was on some light skin tendencies for sure.
Yeah, his slideshow said that Bowser was a little light skin.
For sure, when he pulled out the piano, I was like, nah, you're not about to. Oh, don't do it.
And bro started singing. Yo, man. And he came out like he started out furious, right? You see him walk out.
That song was furious.
He said that song was furious.
That song was right, though. That song was right. It was stuck in my head.
Peaches. So his motives, he started out tough. He started out to look like and be like, right, the intimidating Bowser that everybody knows him to be, right? I mean, look at him. Fucking furious over there in the corner there. Fucking claws out and sharp teeth and all that. Spiky turtle shell.
Hey,
but in reality,
that was the turn everybody needed, though.
It was.
Turn.
It was because no one expected that, right? To him to have that kind of side to him, right?
Right.
Everybody just thought he'd be some menacing, crazy Koopa fucking turtle monster.
But even in the games, they portrayed him to always be trying to go after the castle. No,
always after Peach, the castle, and to overtake it somehow. Yeah, always his goal was always to show up and try to take her somehow. So that's why they stay true to it. So people that were, I've watched other reviews and heard people talk shit about saying that his motive, right? His motive wasn't really. It was very childish. Not really. Bro wanted the girl. Bro was trying to take over the kingdoms. He's still very much evil.
He still wanted the power.
He still wanted the power. He's still taking over the kingdoms. He's still collecting power stars, taking over each kingdom's area. Bro wanted the power, right?
Yeah.
So he got the power by taking over the kingdoms, get all the power stars. Look at this princess, so he can court her and get some peaches, bro.
Right? Yeah, make her the queen,
basically, of whatever he was trying to. Exactly, but little did he know she wanted nothing to do with his nasty ass.
And one thing I didn't know, bro. One thing I didn't know because I'm not a big Mario fan, but I always thought Donkey Kong would have been able to hold his against Bowser.
He did for a little while. Remember, he actually bought Mario and Luigi time at the end. We'll get to that, but remember that? Remember that scene? Like he actually held his own with him. Then he started getting the business.
Yeah.
He held him for a few minutes. He got a few good licks in there. Got him like, because he's a big ass strong gorilla. You know what I'm saying? So he got some good kicks in there. Give me some good punches in there.
Oh yeah.
But then Bowser overpowered him because this big motherfucker just But I agree though. I think he would. I honestly believe. I thought he was gonna give him a little more of a fight than that. I thought like bro was gonna actually be able to put up more of a fight.
Almost as embarrassing as when Hope fought Thanos, bro.
Oh,
that was a straight disappointment.
Bro, he got his ass handed to him. Bro started off looking like, all right, he gonna leave. He was laying into him, bro. Remember that shit? He was giving it to him.
Oh, the movie about to end already. It just started.
back into the Super Mario Bros. Movie. So Mario, he was him and his brother. They used to work for I think the Wrecking Crew company or something like that. Some douchebag named Spike. Right, they didn't want to do that, so eventually, they became entrepreneurs, which I love this part of the movie, man. They give us, the movie starts off not in the Mushroom Kingdom, but in Brooklyn, right? They're from regular Brooklyn. They're from Brooklyn, New York, in our world, right? And there's Super Mario. There's two brothers. It starts with their little infomercial, right? Remember the little infomercial they had?
Oh yeah,
with the Mario, bro. That shit was hard, right? And then this is a callback, and it was pretty clean, man. Like it was a Mario Brothers commercial. This yellow van right here that we have on set is actually the van that they drive in and they do their business with, right? See, Luigi's on this side, Mario's on the other side.
Yeah, it is lit though.
It's lit, right? Anyway, yeah. So it was legit. Like they got tired of their boss's shit, which we can all relate to, and they basically just gave that fool the finger and said, "Fuck you, bro. We'll start our own shit that's better than yours."
We was really hyping that part of the movie up in there.
They really, yeah.
Theaters, yeah.
They really were.
Yeah,
they emphasized it too. Like, look,
I know who you was thinking about too when we seen that scene.
Yeah,
I know. Yeah,
I was Mario in that moment, bro. I was like, man, I would have done the same shit, bro. Fuck him, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you don't want none of this, man. We're gonna take your ass out.
He's the older one, by the way, bro. Too, right?
Who? Mario?
Yeah,
he's older brother. And one thing you caught about him too, he's always aiding to Luigi. Now look, everybody says that the movie made Luigi look like a pussy. I don't agree. I think, look, Luigi isn't really the pussy. It
was a good input.
It was good input, yeah.
Big brother tendencies.
Exactly. Big brother tendencies, compared to little brother tendencies.
One thing you said was like how you told him, grab the box. Let's go.
Yeah, remember that?
When they got their first job, grab the box. Let's go.
You remember that shit? Yeah.
But you was like, well, he is big brother, so he could tell him. I was like, oh, okay, I guess.
That's why you didn't know that. Yeah, see,
Yeah,
because
nah.
you were like, at first, Slideshow was like, wait, what the fuck? Why is Luigi answering like that? Well, because that's his big brother, man. That's, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he's had his back since they were little. So that's
right.
You know what I'm saying? So they were
that little reference, they made another reference.
That was
when
cool,
they were
yeah.
younger.
Yeah, they did a flashback
With
to
the
when they
bully.
were babies, yeah.
Yeah.
And they were like in the schoolyard, like sandbox and shit. And they were getting bullied as kids. And then Mario comes to Luigi's rescue, gives him the hands real quick. Remember that shit, bro? Walks in there like, Mario's a G, bro. I'll say
like
this
that.
about Mario
Yeah,
in
I
this
like
movie.
that.
Right? Mario, and I know Slideshow really like that about his character, right? You like that Mario is always down to throw the hands, bro. He was never like scared of anybody.
Violent. Yeah.
He's just like, fuck it. Like I love how
Let's get
charismatic.
it.
Yeah, man, right?
Even when he had to fight Donkey Kong, bro, was still getting up.
Bro, against a big ass, tough, strong ass gorilla, you're
He
still
was
gonna
getting his ass whooped.
He was. Mario was getting the business.
handed to him.
was getting his ass
Hey,
slapped around, bro.
like anybody would fighting a monkey or a gorilla, bro.
We'll get their ass handled like
Exactly.
that.
Yeah.
Sounds realistic. I mean, you're not going to be able to defeat Donkey Kong like that. At least not with power ups. At least not without power ups. You know.
Yeah, no.
So
Ain't
this is-
happening.
Nah. So realistic. They're very realistic. I love that they stay true to the source material, but also realistic with the characters. You know, like
Yeah.
obviously, you know, so to take on certain characters that are clearly crazier, more dangerous than you. Obviously, are more you know, what I'm saying, more of a threat.
Yeah.
And that they have to be
Stronger
realistic
and
about it.
everything.
Stronger than
Yeah.
you, exactly.
Mhm.
So we'll get to the end of the movie when Mario and Luigi finally fight Bowser. They did a twist though, right? To lead to that point, instead of him capturing, which I'm glad, I really like that they did this, honestly. I know a lot of people were like, oh, they would have loved to see more Mario and Luigi together, especially since the beginning of the movie was them two getting established, meeting their family, which I thought was badass. I'd never seen Mario's dad and mom
The whole
before, and
family,
uncle and
yeah.
everybody.
The whole
They had
squad.
dinner. That was dope to see the whole
Yeah.
squad like that. That was sick. So, you know what? I'm gonna real quick, I want to give a hand clap to Illumination for doing that. That was fucking dope. I like that little extra, you know, him meeting the Mario Brothers family. That was hard. I did not expect to see that. You know
But
what I mean?
did they portray them as like still in their 20s and 30s, or
I think
were
they're
they
early.
grown men and everybody was just living in the same house?
Yeah, no, I think they were young.
Because everybody
Young
had
men.
that mustache.
They did. They all had to hit puberty well, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what I'm saying.
motherfuckers in the Mario Bros family already have all the everything hit the
That dad
puberty
looked
was
like
fully-
Mario, just bigger.
Yeah, exactly. Like a chunkier version, right? But a bigger, no, but actually a bulkier version. Like, bro
Yeah.
was,
But then Mario was also trying to look for his dad's approval too. So
Yeah, he was.
It's like,
With the
so
business.
they're probably young.
they're
or-
young. I want to say early to mid 20s.
You think so?
I think so. I think Mario and Luigi are young, bro.
Originally, though.
Well, think about it. This is the first time you ever met Peach. First time they've ever went to the Mushroom Kingdom. Technically, the first Mario adventure ever to have, or their very
I
first
said,
adventure to
got
have.
their own
inside.
business.
So that's what I'm saying. I think this is a young Mario Brothers. I doubt they're in their 30s, bro. I want to say mid 20s for sure. Mid to, I'm gonna say mid. I'm gonna stick with mid. 20. I'm gonna say Mario's 23, Luigi's 21. That's what I'm thinking.
You think 23 and 21?
Yeah, bro. 2 years apart. That's my guess. I could be wrong. You guys, this is just my speculation. This is AJ speculation. I'm gonna say, or maybe even Mario will be 25 and Luigi 23.
I would say like, I don't know.
What do you
I would
think?
say probably maybe at the youngest, maybe 28 and 26.
You think so?
Nah,
Maybe no, younger. I think younger, bro.
27 to 24.
Maybe that actually makes sense.
That
That
makes
actually makes sense. Mario probably
Well, the
was
way he
pushing
be
27.
talking to Luigi, and Luigi don't be fighting back. I would say,
Yeah.
there got to be some type of
Yeah, dynamic or they're younger.
Yeah,
They're younger
in the
for
middle.
sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're younger for sure. Because like obviously, you know, I wouldn't let my brother talk. I wouldn't let JJ talk to me a certain way.
But yeah,
I'm
but
a
if
little
there's,
brother,
if
you know?
there's some type of like gap, then it's like you really can't argue after that.
No,
gap, you
you're
know?
right. You're right. No, you're right. That makes
Yeah.
sense. And you can't really argue except when there's a gap. No, that's true. I
Yeah.
agree to a certain degree.
But
I
yeah,
agree
but
with
but then when you got that little, you only like 1,000 days older than me. What you talking about?
That, bro, right? No, that's true. And that's why I'm like, man, you know, it's crazy because that dynamic probably is going to evolve over time. Like he might give Mario a little more pushback, you know what I'm saying? That kind of thing.
Eventually, yeah.
Yeah, you know, but back to what I was saying, man. I think that it was cool that the dynamic that they did differently. I was getting to a point I forgot to mention earlier when I was saying it. The story arc of this movie is different,
Yeah.
right? they didn't go with the traditional way, which I'm actually happy about. Some people were mad
I was
that
thinking that too. Yeah.
right, that Peach was already captured by Bowser, and that they were going to find out from a Toad or from someone at the castle, like, hey, you got to help us
all
rescue.
in the same world,
exactly, or even that, like, exactly. The fact that it was all connected like that was badass. They had different kingdoms, Donkey Kong, all that. That's cool that it's all in the same. There's a Mushroom Kingdom, and there's a Jungle Kingdom, and there's an Ice Kingdom, and that was cool that they're all in the same, kingdom or world, I should say, right? But I like the fact that they didn't go with the traditional, what's always in the games. And those of you that are Mario fans out there know what I'm talking about. It's always Mario rescuing the princess Peach, which is not bad, but it's like, I like this route. It's different. It gave Mario more of a time to have a connection with Peach. And you find out why they start to develop a love connection, right? You get to say how they met each other. They end up going on a quest together. That makes more sense to me than him rescuing a stranger, going through all this trouble to rescue a girl he doesn't even fucking know. Bruh.
That makes more sense.
Exactly. You do that, brother. You played yourself. You don't even know her, bro. Like, you don't know if she's going to give you the box, bro. You know what I'm saying? You don't know none of that. So it's like, oh my God, my hero, whatever, some generic shit. Girls aren't like that in real life, man.
No.
So I do like the fact that they made Luigi be the one that got kidnapped. But really, Luigi just ended up getting tossed there on accident. Remember, he got tossed closer to Bowser than Mario did.
Yeah.
It could have happened to either one of them. It just happened to be Luigi.
Well, one thing I'm not gonna say don't like, but I think they just use it too much in movies is when, like, you'd say they're two protagonists, right?
Yeah.
I don't like when, like, they took the route of, like, and you can see it coming, like, oh, they're about to be separated.
Yeah.
And then the movie line starts from there.
Yeah.
But it's like, I don't know. I think they did good with it, but I think they could have did good if they didn't get separated either.
Yeah, they could have made a different, or, you know what, you're right. Do you agree that maybe it would have been better if they would have just made it like a movie where they both met the princess and Luigi might have met Daisy, Princess Daisy, or met, you know what I'm saying? And then they just go on, all four of them go together to fight this evil creature, which is Bowser, just trying to take over the land. They could have just done that.
Yeah. I mean,
right? Luigi, because reality, oh, shit. You good, bro?
It's not, no.
He's back with us. You got it back. You got your hat back.
Yeah, the hat's going to chill right here. But
no, you know what I mean? But it's like, it's cool. Sorry, but do you agree with that? Right? They didn't necessarily need to make Luigi be the one that gets caught
or separated. Yeah, nah.
They could have just kept him with the group, and they all could have just fought Bowser.
Yeah, that could have worked just too.
Right? Because then, right, that's my thing. Sorry, I'm going to cut you out. What do you think would be a good plot point? I think fighting an evil being that's trying to take over all the land's power stars, that's a good enough premise, man, in my opinion. Right?
Well,
keep them together.
Me, I don't, like I said, bro, I don't really know like too much about the Mario, but I would have liked to see what they could have did had they not been separated. I'd have liked to see what the movie could have offered if they were still together. And it would have been more of like them just giving people the hands, really.
You know what? I agree with that. And let me say this. You're not the only one, bro. To say that, it's funny you say that because you're not the only one that would have wanted that. A lot of critics that watched this movie were saying that they would have much rather seen a movie, like you said, throwing the hands more with all Bowser's minions and all the, and fighting under bosses maybe in different kingdoms, you know what I'm saying, to work their way up to Bowser.
Yeah.
I think people would have enjoyed that more than a movie about, him trying to rescue his brother and figure out the land as he goes, But
in that way, they did finish the main goal, which was to make the movie about Mario. So
that's facts, and they did. You're right, which I think was what they were setting out to do. It wasn't really a Luigi focused movie.
Yeah, no.
But everybody's argument, which is kind of true, it's not just called Super Mario Adventure; it's Super Mario Bros. You see what I'm saying? It's a movie about the brothers. That's true, but at the same time, like you said, Mario is the main character, and he is. He really is the face of the entire franchise. So to make a movie solely about his adventure to get his brother back and then fight Bowser in the meantime.
It makes sense.
It made sense, exactly. And then have Peach as his girl. It all made sense. And I love how Peaches was wanting some pepperoni pizza and wanted some Italian sausage instead of turtle soup.
He said turtle soup.
Yeah, she was trying to have some Italian sausage, my boy. She didn't want no turtle soup.
And I'm over here thinking, when did she ask for pizza?
Man. She wanted some Italian in it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Come on now, Mario. Yeah. Yeah, man. She didn't want no turtle soup, bro. That's why Bowser was crushed. You remember when he was over there questioning Kamek P. Koopa? Remember a couple times he's playing the piano and he's like, and does she like him? Like Rose, like Lowski, like he's trying to fish to see if
killer stuff. Yeah,
like, he just butthurt that Mario's out there getting play with her, than he's not, bro. And you know, it was kind of cool that Peach wasn't like, you know, weak-minded, or she was actually a strong-willed fighter herself, bro. Like she had a whole ass obstacle course for Mario to, which I liked that little segment. That little segment was cool. Don't you agree?
I was gonna say that was good too.
Like that segment, it was like a callback to the games. You remember how many times bro failed? How many times you died in a Mario game?
Right.
A shit ton of times.
Restart.
Yeah, everybody can fucking relate to that. So I love how they made that. And it's beautiful how they did it. That's genius filmmaking, in my opinion, man, because you took something that came from the source material, the games, which is how many times you fucking fail at something, right? And they put it in the movie beautifully. It's Mario's first time through the course. Bro don't know what's going to happen next, and bro gets killed. Falls. He doesn't die, but you know what I mean? He falls a shitload of times into the water. And this is all out like in the backyard of the castle, almost like in a vast like river / backyard.
Yeah.
It's like Peach has like a big ass like river flowing through her backyard, like with a waterfall, and that's where this obstacle course took place, right? It was like in the sky. Remember that? And she took the balcony out with Mario, and they kind of fly to the back, right? That he practices with. And to see him fail that many times, and when he finally completes it, it's like, yo, this is pretty dope. It was a good homage to the game, man.
Hey, there's a reference I thought they just did an input in, but I'm just realizing like, no, that's how it was in the game when he got the little I'm gonna just say the little collectible, and he grew in the movie.
Oh, just say it. No, you're talking about the power up.
Like
the power up, yeah.
But it was actually like that in the game.
It is. No, all the power ups are like that, and I like that they made him not like mushrooms. And mushrooms, the thing that gives him the power. One of the items that give him power. And it's funny, Mario does not like mushrooms, and I caught that back when he was eating dinner with his family.
Is that an actual thing?
No, they just added that.
They just added
character.
That. Okay.
I thought it was funny that they did
the mushrooms like.
It's a massive, and he even says it. Remember when Peach hands it to him? He's like, "Why did it have to be a mushroom?" Like, Rose, like, I don't want to eat this shit. I like that. It's just, to me, little comical moments like that, you don't expect it, because bro would eat them without flinching in the video game. Like, fuck it, mushroom.
Yeah.
So I guess bro liked mushrooms,
and then bro was struggling to get it down.
Yeah, he was struggling to eat it. She's like, just eat it, Peach. It's funny, man. But then, like you said, there's other power-ups, and the power-ups are what, and it's a spoiler. You can say, because this is a spoiler review, bro. Power-ups are what help him beat the future, bosses, Bowser, and
like cheat codes.
Yeah. But the game has them. You know what I'm saying? The actual game has, you hit the block, and then they come out. Like in the movie, they hit the block, and then the power-up comes out.
Yeah.
There's a fire flower, which, man, I would have killed to see Mario use the fire flower. He didn't use it in this movie.
Oh, no?
No, remember, he didn't use it. Peach did. Remember, Peach touched it when they were talking in the flower fields. She just touched it, and then she got the power just to show him what it looked like, and then she didn't even use it. DK used it though. After the scene where they're riding on Rainbow Road with the go-karts, the scene where it's close to the end. I think they were going through. I forgot exact, man. That's why I forgot too.
He hit his final form.
Yeah, and before he hit his final form, DK helped him out, but he grabbed the fire flower. Bro turned white and red. Remember that? You saw how he turned? He looked badass, bro. If they make a Funko Pop or an action figure with DK, Fire DK, I'm going to buy that shit. That shit was hard as fuck. Good job. Jack Pacific, you hear me? You should make a toy like that, bro. You making other toys for all this shit. That is badass. There should definitely be a Fire Donkey Kong out there somewhere.
I'm pretty sure it's in the works.
Oh, I'm sure it is. Yeah. There's no way that's not going to get made. That shit's probably popular as fuck, I would imagine. High demand for that one. Mario, I'm really upset that he didn't get to use it though. If I'm being honest, I would have not that I wasn't happy that Donkey Kong used it. I would have loved to see Mario use it though, just because that's classic as fuck. You know what I mean? Have his overalls turn red and his shirt hat turn white. It would look badass, man. But it's all good.
That would have been
in the future.
Probably next movie.
Most likely.
I'm pretty sure.
Most likely. But anyway, it was just dope, man, to see that.
Oh, that's another spoiler.
Yeah. Dang. No, say it. Spoiler, bro. This is a spoiler episode. This is a spoiler review, bro. We disclosed that in the beginning, so go ahead and say it.
We're working on a second movie.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Dang, you're right. Us, bro. Man.
We're working on a second movie.
You know what? Hey, he's not wrong. Slideshow Ouija over here. I can't say it. I want to say the word, bro. But you know who.
I'm back from rehab.
Go ahead and say it, bro. What's your name again?
Well, I used to be nigga Ouija, bro.
But what?
Back from rehab.
Oh, that's right. Who are you? Is Luigi now?
I don't know.
Or Slideshow Ouija?
Myself.
All right, we're just gonna stick with Slideshow Ouija for the meantime. Is that cool?
Yeah.
All right, so Slideshow Ouija here's back from rehab. No wife beaters, none of that stuff. Right, my boy.
Might come back out. But
And we're going to make a second movie, like you said. Spoiler. And we're actually in the future, whether it's the second movie or another additional movie after, we're going to do one about a mansion. Luigi's mansion, man. Yo, that mansion you going to win, bro. The ghosts and shit. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but that's definitely...
You think they're going to do all that?
Oh, yeah. That's a gold mine, man. They can go so many... Think about all the characters they introduced: Diddy Kong, Donkey Kong. All those fools are probably gonna get their own movies. Think about it. It's a whole ass universe now. Think about it, bro. This movie made so much money.
Oh yeah,
this shit made in the box office. It broke. It destroyed records, bro. It shit all over a lot of things that
that's
Disney
crazy.
made.
I wonder why.
Cause, bro, think about it. Remember how we were just talking about how big this movie was right before. This is a long time coming, bro.
But that big.
Bigger than what most people thought it was going to be. You're right. It's funny you make that face because you're right. A lot of you be thinking, nah. I mean, there's a big audience, sure, but
because everybody
we're talking
knows
about the most
is,
recognizable face in video game history, bro. Video game history, bro. The biggest mascot, even bigger than Sonic. Yeah, he's up there with Sonic the Hedgehog, but he's actually bigger. He actually beats Sonic the Hedgehog. Yeah, bro. He's more famous. Sonic is famous as fuck. Don't get me wrong. He's Sonic the Hedgehog. Everybody knows who that is too. Yeah. Especially when bro goes Supersonic. Beast, right? Everybody knows who that is too, and the rings and all that. They know who he is, but this guy, this Italian super plumber right here, Super Mario, way more popular, bro. Way more famous. Excuse me. And you wouldn't think, bro, like so random, an Italian plumber, like what are the odds, bro? But he's a beast, man, with those power ups, and he's acrobatic as fuck. He can fight, likes giving the hands. Bro, don't back down, man. He don't give a fuck who's trying to fight him, whether it's a scary-ass dragon turtle monster or a fucking big-ass gorilla that can talk, bro.
Gorilla on steroids, right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, as a human being from Brooklyn, bro, anybody else would be shitting bricks. Like, what the fuck am I getting myself into in this place, man?
Bro kept standing up. That's crazy. Bro.
Remember that shit? He kept getting up. Like, he's like, fuck, he got up again? I gave him the two-piece hard, and bro still got up.
He even said in the movies, bro was like, nah, I got to give it to him, man. He's getting a hand.
He did say that. Yeah, he did He's like, he keeps getting up. Bro was just taking it, man. He got up like, fuck, I can't quit. I was like,
keep going.
That's the definition of having a heart, bro. I think that's the definition of having a heart.
Hey, that's respect, man. That's respect.
Hell yeah, man. I know how you feel about that too, bro. Especially when you talking about throwing the hands. Kudos to you, Mario. This shit for holding your own without holding your own weight. You know what I'm saying? Beating that ass. What you gotta do.
Yes, sir.
To survive. Nah, yeah, but what other aspects did you like about it, bro? I think so. I thought it was cool, the whole Mario Kart scene, right? When they all meet up, they went to the Jungle Kingdom. That was the whole reason why he fought Mario in the first place, right? Donkey Kong. They wanted to see what Mario was made of, right? They wanted to see who's this. Why are we going to be your ally against this Bowser guy? Like, what can you offer us? Do you have strength? And that's when he fought his son.
Bro was like,
Donkey Kong, son.
He said, "What help if you could take my son out?" I was like, "Oh, I already know what's about to happen."
And bro was like, "You ain't gonna do shit, but go ahead." And then you see DK just shaking his shit to the Donkey Kong rap, bro. Like,
oh yeah.
Remember that shit? Bro's getting it. He's like, "Son, stop! You're embarrassing me." He's like, "They love it, Dad." He's like, "Oh shit, bro!" The Donkey Kong rap. That shit is funny, man.
Nah, bro, he's feeling himself.
It's very comical, man. I liked how funny the movie was. You know what I'm saying? I liked how it really added to the story, kind of added stuff to one-dimensional characters that we didn't know that's how they were. Very amplified in a good way. I enjoyed it thoroughly.
No, I did too.
Did you?
Yeah. Like I said, the only thing that didn't get resolved with me was if they fixed the initial problem.
That got them to the Mushroom Kingdom, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Like they just like never addressed that, and the city was underwater. Like, you know, like up till now, we still don't know what happened with that situation.
It got drained somehow. Remember at the end of the movie when they showed back up for the last fight and they show up in Brooklyn? Remember that?
Oh, but like you said, though, the city was destroyed, though.
So fucked up, right? You're right.
Like it was no city left.
There was still city left, but it was in shambles. Like it was like you could tell some shit just ran through it like bad.
Yeah.
And when Mario got there, he looked around too, like, the fuck happened here, bro? The flood had its way or what?
Man,
Man, that shit was bad. But that happened. And then, of course, after, you know, all the issues with situation that they're dealing with, they're just like, okay, let's advance this shit. Like, they got to Bowser, right? They got on the Rainbow Road, which is cool. Like, what I like about once they beat Donkey Kong, right? After he beat Donkey Kong, they got suited up with the Mario Karts, right? That's when they made their appearance. And I guess the Kongs, the Kong country, jungle country, is where they make carts. Right? They make the carts for Mario Kart.
Specially designed from Los Santos Customs.
Yeah. You're right. And I like that. You said each one had a custom made ride. It was sick, right?
The little Toad had his like the big ass monster truck.
Bro had a big monster truck, the rims, and bro looked at him just like,
hey, his was low key like the Mexican lowrider type thing, right?
yeah, and his was actually raised.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
when that shit was raised up, and even when he posted next to Mario and Peach, they're looking at each other, eye shot, and he pulls up, and they're like,
bro, just right there, like,
remember that shit? Yeah, he looks up too. He's like,
it'd be the calm ones.
His motives were clear, bro. So that was a cool outcome for that, and I think that the fact that they made this into something that is going to resonate with fans of old and new, like these kids now are going to figure out, like, damn, this is what my dad grew up with, my mom, like this is the part of their past where it was just fucking sick, dude. Like,
I wonder how they feel.
Yeah, to this, right?
Because I want to ask somebody that's been there since the very beginning.
How did you? Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
that's a good point.
I wish we had somebody to call and ask.
So do I, man. Damn, I mean, if I could call my pops, but
was he a Mario fan?
Yeah, he was a Mario fan. Yeah, he got the Super Nintendo system, entertainment system. Not Super Nintendo, sorry, just the regular entertainment system, the old one. The very first one. You ever see what it looked like?
No,
it was gray on top, black on the bottom.
No, I don't think so.
All right, when you get a chance, Google Nintendo Entertainment System. Just Google it. Look how old that shit look, bro. Look at the size of the game cartridges. They're like this fucking big. Literally, where they go in there like a set and then you push down and then close the hatch.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, man. If you get a chance to Google it, look it up.
So he's been there since the beginning, though?
I think so. I think so. I'm not sure if I don't think he was as active. He's been there for a long time. I don't know if he was actually there for the actual beginning of the character, just because, you know, shit changes around, and I don't think he had as much time back then. He had time to play it with us, but he didn't have time to actually delve into the lore and then the dynamics.
Nerd out?
Yeah, basically.
Oh, okay.
He makes fun of me for being a fucking nerd with that shit. But anyway, yeah, man, that was the movie. It was dope. I recommend you guys see it. My favorite part of it was the end. I like how they incorporated Mario Kart. That's what I was going to say. I really like how they incorporated Mario Kart. They made it a thing of transportation, right? They're like, okay, we're going to make it just to go to this next kingdom, right? And then as they're traveling, instead of racing each other, his baddies show up. Bowser shows up on his cruiser, and his baddies, they start dropping onto the road behind him, and they start fighting on the road. That was hard.
That was a cool approach.
Right? Because I mean, how can you turn a game about racing? How can you make it make sense, right? They had to find a way.
Unless they just did it for fun. They could have did that too, but I like you said, like that, there's no purpose.
I do like that they made it into a way where it was almost like a freeway. They were headed somewhere, right? Something happens. The blue shell makes appearance, the dreaded blue shell. Remember, that was cool how they made that happen. Remember the blue shells, right? It's a spiky shell that flies and hits the person in first place. Mm-hmm. You know, everybody would hate that motherfucker when you were a kid that would send the blue shell out to hit your ass when you do a Mario Kart. Remember those days?
That's what made me not be able to play games like that.
Yeah, see? And then I like how they utilize that, right? They found a way to utilize that to make that part of the game, part of the movie. That's the turning point of the movie. That the blue shell, Koopa's like, fuck this, I got you. Blue shell. He goes and he hits Donkey Kong and Mario and fucking knocks their ass off the fucking track, off the Rainbow Road. Remember that shit?
That was annoying, bro.
Destroys it. What do you mean?
Because that would put you like in dead last in the game.
It would, bro. You see what it did to them? It fucking killed and knocked their ass off the whole ass course in the movie too. So, again, shout out to Illumination for finding a way to make Mario Kart make sense in the fucking movie. That was dope. See what I'm saying? Congratulations to them. That makes perfect sense. And that fucked the blue shell. You know what I'm saying? Fuck you, blue shell. Make you want to motherfucker that shoots that shit at you. Fucking hate her ass because you losing shit. You got to do that. Fuck with our vibe. You know? But anyway, moving on. The end of the movie, man. Badass ending. You know, Bowser's trying to marry Peach. They obviously crashed that and ruined that wedding that she wanted nothing to do with anyway.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Remember that? She was disgusted with Bowser. She's like, fuck this fool. I'm not trying to marry this guy. But she did it as a facade. She pretended, right? She got dressed, pretended to get married. But then obviously...
I was like, oh, she was wrong. Why'd she do that?
Remember that? She's like, you think I'm actually going to marry you? Remember that shit? Damn. When did I know? Then we're breaking up. Remember that? He didn't want Peaches anymore. Remember that shit? He's like, if that's the case, then we're breaking up. Of course, that's my terrible Jack Black fucking My Jack Black impression. Because, Jack Black played Bowser. He played a really good Bowser. But Bro starts trying to fight her. She fights him back a little bit. Obviously, who shows up. You know what I'm saying? And his brother, Luigi, then they do their thing. They have a badass moment together at the end of the movie. They get their hands on the Power Star. Well, first of all, Bullet Bill gets launched after Mario. He puts on a Tanuki suit. They fly around. That's when the whole montage happened with Donkey Kong and Mario. I remember they're going through like the obstacle course and everything. They're running through all this shit, taking out his bad guys, his baddies and shit, taking out Piranha Plants, whatever have you. And then a Bullet Bill gets launched after Mario, right? He flies it up out to the tube that he came in through, remember, to kind of get him out. Yeah. And then it explodes and they all end up from the Mushroom Kingdom into the actual Brooklyn, back in our world. And that's where the final fight goes down between Mario, Luigi, and Bowser. And Mario, Luigi, Donkey Kong, he was part of it. DK, Mario, Luigi go against Bowser. Yeah. And DK had it. Because at first he grabs Mario, he's giving Mario the business. Bowser was low-key fucking my boy up a little bit.
And shrink his little ass.
Man, sent him flying into his old diner. Remember the diner where they got the phone call from earlier, and they were watching the infomercial on. He goes in there, and then it's crazy. How when he's laying there beat up, like trying to gather himself, because our boy gets back up all the time. So Mario's trying to pick up the pieces, and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna beat this fucking crazy turtle bitch. Like, let me figure out how I'm gonna do this."
Bro got discouraged though.
Right, he did. At first, he did, of course, naturally, right. But then as he's gathering himself, that the commercial's on, remember? It's like, we're going to save Brooklyn. That was kind of dope how they kind of like a montage.
They referenced it again.
And it's like motivation for Mario. Like, get up, bro. You got this. You got to save fucking Brooklyn now, bro, because you're in Brooklyn now. And this crazy fucking maniacal bastard is in Brooklyn now. But I like how the Power Star, he had it with him and that finally got revealed. The Power Star was out and they're going to go for that fucking star, man. And then they get there, Luigi jumps in, bro, and he covers it. Remember the manhole? He covers the fire because Bowser's got fire blast, bro. So he's blowing fire, trying to breathing fire at Mario. He grabs the manhole, he puts it up, and he's like, Mario, go for the star. Remember he pulls it up? And Mario's like, no, we go together. And he grabs Luigi, and they grab it at the same time. And then the best fucking part of the movie happens, in my opinion.
That was different.
They whooped. And they go Super Saiyan. They basically went Super Saiyan, bro.
That's basically what it was.
Right? Mario and Luigi go Super Saiyan, bro, and they send all his bad guys. Remember they run right through all of them. Like, they go flying in every direction. That was a badass scene to see, man. And they fuck him up, bro. They give Bowser the business. They grab his tail. Remember they swing him with the tail too? Yeah. First they beat his ass and they grab his tail and they throw his ass into his old castle. Because the castle ended up coming through the pipe too. Remember that shit? Or part of it. Not the whole castle, just part of it. Like a big rock front face of it did, and they throw him into that and it blows up. They fucked him up, man. I remember that shit. They gave him the business. They go Super Mario, bro. Literally Super Mario and Luigi. And they go Super Saiyan on Bowser and they fuck him up, man. So after the Dragon Ball Z fight is over, they calm down. They build a house in the Mushroom Kingdom. Remember that? If you remember that? They ended up getting a house. They made a house in the Mushroom Kingdom. So they still live in Brooklyn, but they have actual house inside the Mushroom Kingdom where all this shit went down. Yeah. And it was a good movie, man. And then, wrapping it up, it's just, man, they did a solid job. I like that they made their appearance as with the superstar, and they had that form. That was their final form, basically. And that shit was lit, man. And
what score do you give the movie?
You know what? I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. Final thoughts, 9 out of 10. Because I feel like even though the movie, was great, and I have no complaints about how the story was. Personally, I loved everything about it. I really did. The pacing was a little fast for me. I know everybody was saying that, the pacing's fast. It's very fast. I'm not gonna lie to you. The movie's fast. It's a fast movie. But if I could just stretch the scenes out a little bit more, flesh them out a little bit more, slow the movie down a little bit more so we can enjoy every scene that we're watching a little bit more, then it would have been perfect, in my opinion. A 10 out of 10. Oh, okay. In my opinion, if it was just a little bit slower, right? If they made every scene just a little bit longer, right, to make sure it's breathable. Like, we don't have to rush off just yet. Well, hold on. We don't need to put the next scene in just yet, so it feels less rushed. You know what I'm saying? Make the scenes a little bit longer in the sequel. 10 out of 10. You have a 10 out of 10 for that one, in my opinion. So but as far as the first movie goes, I give the Super Mario Brothers movie a 9 out of 10. Okay. What about you, brother?
I would say
give it your critique too. Go ahead and throw that in there.
Well, I think for one, I don't think no movie can ever get a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, it's hard to do that. That's tough. Yeah. There's always room for improvement.
Yeah, right. So with that being said, I would say an 8 or a 9 out of 10. I'd have to take 1 point. Not saying the movie was bad, but I'd take 1 point just because like I said, I'm not a Mario fan, so I don't know what to look for. So I can't really place a big judgment on it.
Yeah.
So that's why I would take 1 point away just for that. Not saying it's necessarily
that's
the movie.
being fair, just to yourself and also the fans, like knowing that.
Yeah. So, and then another one because, like I said, there's some things that could have been more. Like you said, for one, the movie could have been a little longer with each and every scene.
So you agree with that statement? Yeah.
Yeah, and then like I said, like they just for one, the brothers could have been kept together. I'd like to see how that would have played out.
Yeah, like you said earlier, the scenario having them together. Yeah.
That and then like I said, they still didn't fix the initial problem.
No, they didn't. You're right. I see. I like that. I like you going back to.
They messed up the city more.
They did that.
But they somehow they're still the heroes, so I guess it worked out. So
it did, and you know what? We didn't actually discuss that why real quick. So guys, the scenario that Slideshow is referring to is the scenario of why the brothers even went down into the sewers in the first place, right? Slideshow. Yeah. So apparently they were at home, right? I remember they were in Mario's room. Luigi went in there to comfort his brother, and as he's talking to him, a news thing comes on the TV. Remember that? A news flash comes on about the city having a water main blowing or something, right? Basically, a big ass water main blew under the city, and Mario's like, "Fuck it, this is the job that we can prove ourselves with, Luigi. Like, if we go run and answer this shit, we can be those motherfuckers. Like, we can be. This is can establish a Super Mario Brothers plumbing. It'll put us on. So great entrepreneurial fucking idea." Mario gets up, takes his brother with him. They grab their tools. They fucking run over there. And remember how cocky they are at first? They're looking at the city guys. They're all in the wrong spot. He's like, they're looking in the wrong spot. Or then he looks at Luigi. He's like, man, everything is like, they're just in the wrong spot. And they both look at each other and they go down the right spot. They go down the manhole, right? Then they're attempting to fix it. Something happens with the pipe. It lands them down even further into these other pipes. And one of the pipes lead to some magical fucking land, the Mushroom Kingdom. But they just did a good job, man. Like you said, but as far as fixing the water main, they didn't even do that. Like when they came back later to fight Bowser in Brooklyn, everything was already fucked. Right. Like the city was still there, but the streets were destroyed. Low key,
ran through
like, dude, that shit. Like eventually, they got it fixed somehow. Somebody did from the city, but that shit was in bad shape after that. A lot of shit was.
I'd have never called them again. Actually, they'd have been placed in jail.
Well, the good news is they didn't start that burst. That's the good news, right? They actually didn't start it. They were just trying to fix it. Remember?
I said, on top of that, y'all brought this big ass nigga up here too.
They brought Bowser. Unintentionally, but they did. They, bring this light skinned singing fucking turtle up in here, bro.
All right. The only thing y'all done brought back that was good was Peaches. That's it.
That's it. And Mario got Peaches. I'm gonna post that photo. Did you see what I sent you on Instagram?
Which one?
About her, how she was dressed. Did you look at that shit? I'm gonna post that for you guys right here.
They was doing too much.
That's what my boy Mario's hitting right here on the screen now. Look at that. He clapping that shit. Good job, Mario. You know what? Let's just give it a moment of silence and look at Peaches and give Mario a clap. Boy did not come back empty-handed. Good job. Doing it for the Mario world. He getting them peaches. Hey, they were doing a lot with this picture, though.
Hey, question.
Yeah. But yeah, man, so kudos to our boy. He pulled it good there. So I know you got to go. So, but he pulled it good there. Mario pulled it off. But anyway, aside from Mario getting peaches, before we wrap up, guys, the review, we're actually going to give you guys a more fleshed out discussion about how Super Nintendo World was later, because we didn't really get to venture too much into the slide. When we got there,
it was... I thought we was going to give 30 minutes to the first one and then 30 minutes, but I didn't even think it was going to stretch this long, but yeah.
Neither did I. It was a good review though, right? We had a good review here. Cool. It was cool. Overall, slideshow night, final score. What'd you say it was again? You gave it a score. Huh?
I gave it an 8.
You did? That's right. 8 out of 10 for slideshow, 9 out of 10 for AJ. Good job again. Illumination. You guys did a fantastic fucking job. Movie was great. We enjoyed it. We're going to watch it again, right? I'm buying the special edition. Hey, hands down, I'm getting that shit when it comes out. Great movie. As far as Super Nintendo World goes, we're gonna go back there and experience that for how it was supposed to be experienced. We rode the ride already, right? Slideshow. We rode the ride, but we're gonna go back and we're gonna actually try some of the foods. I'll put them on the screen right now. They were pretty bomb. I actually tried them when I went with my girlfriend in the past. We went to Super Nintendo World one time before, her and I, and the food was pretty good. It's not crazy. It's not something that you're going to be like, oh my God, I didn't get to try. But just to be able to try some of the dishes, because they are Mario themed, is pretty cool. Slideshow didn't get to try that, so I'm going to hold off, on that as well. Before we wrap it up here, though, I do want to say I wish it was bigger. It's a very small land, more like Super Nintendo Alley. The Super Nintendo World. It's more like
legit.
It's fairly small, guys. Honestly,
I think it's tall.
Yeah,
but it's like just
Japan got the better version, hands down. Right? They got the better.
Sure. They always got the better version.
They got the better version. They got a bigger park. They're gonna have a Donkey Kong area too. Like they need. Yeah, bro. We'll get into that later, guys. More and more about it. But like I said, we didn't do the power band experience either, right? So we need to go back and do that so we can actually review and give you guys an honest review of the power bands and how interactive the land is with that, right? All that stuff. But all in all, the movie was great. We do recommend you guys watch it. If you haven't already, again, you shouldn't have watched this if you haven't seen it because we pretty much gave you guys a quick outlook. Spoiler review thoroughly of the basis, the gist of what the movie's about. We basically kind of outlined it in our review.
All the good parts.
Exactly. So we recommend you guys watch it, fill in the gaps. It's a great movie. Thank you guys for following and watching. Of course, I want to shout out, of course, all the audio listeners out there, all the visual watchers out there. We're going to be on Rumble soon. We want to shout out to our audience for rocking with us every week. I like to address you guys as much as I can because without you guys, there'd be no reason to do all this, right? So thank you guys again to our audience for tuning in, for listening every week, but also watching. I'm proud to say we're working on Rumble becoming a new additional visual option other than YouTube. So we'll be on Rumble pretty soon here. But in the meantime, if you want to watch us and see all this, we're on YouTube, which is at Timeless Talk on YouTube. Just look us up. Simple as that, Timeless Talk. Just Timeless Talk, no S, nothing else after it, just Timeless Talk, and you'll find us. Thank you guys for subscribing. Hit that notification bell. Smash the like button, you guys. Please, please, please hit subscribe. And again, notification bell, especially on YouTube. Hit that notification bell so you can get notified when the new episodes are uploaded. Man, it's been a fire time. We've had a great time, right? Now go ahead and hit them with the last tidbit, man, before we get up out of here. Anything you want to leave the people with?
I would say go out. Go enjoy Universal Studios if you haven't. That was my first time going.
Yeah.
Just go out, enjoy Super Nintendo World. And
you had a good time, right?
Yeah, just enjoy yourself. Get out and, do things with like family time like this more often. Because that's what matters.
And that's what counts at the end of the day, right?
Yes, sir.
So enjoy yourselves. Like Slideshow said, we all enjoyed ourselves over here. We're going to go back and we'll give you guys a better review of Super Nintendo World in the future, probably next season at this point, maybe even a bonus episode, right? We'll make it a bonus episode.
Yeah.
We'll go back to the park, review it for you guys properly, and then we'll go experience the interactions and the food and all that. All right, guys, with that being said,
This one is from my one and only true love,
it's been Timeless Talk.
Princess Peach.
See you guys next week.
Peach, you're so cool. And with my star, we're gonna rule. Peach, understand, I'm gonna love you till the very end. Peaches, 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 peaches. Oh, yeah. Peaches, 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 peaches. I love you. Oh, Mario, Luigi, and a Donkey Kong too. 1,000 troops of Koopas couldn't keep me from you. Princess Peach at the end of the line. I'll make you mine. Oh, peaches, 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 peaches. I love you.